Hey, broker buddies, it's me. It's Mike, FBTV. Welcome back. You missed me last week. I missed you. But we're back this week. Going to be talking about how you can make more money as a freight broker. First thing you have to understand. First thing you must understand as a freight broker is you're a salesperson. No. Yeah, you may not like hearing that, but you are a salesperson as a freight broker. You got to think like a salesperson, act like a salesperson, do what a salesperson does. That's what it's going to take to be successful. Before we get into that today, I want to talk to you about what's going on here at FBTV. Took a week off last week. Kind of not feeling good, but I'm feeling a lot better this week. If you have questions, feel free to ask. If you're on YouTube or even on our website, down below there is a form, or if you're on YouTube, you can fill in a comment. Just ask your question. We'll get back to you. I know we've been getting some positive comments. That doesn't mean people should be putting bad comments, but hey, we're here to help you out. Got contest in the works. Slowly but surely, we're adding to that subscriber base, and hopefully before too long, we'll reach that century mark where we get 100 subscribers. That's when the contest will begin. First prize is to be announced and a winner selected when we hit that 100 subscriber mark. Prizes are going to be valued from $15 to as much as $700. So it's going to be interesting, but we got to hit that 100 subscriber mark to be able to get there. We're doing an FBTV podcast. You can find that on your favorite podcast app. Yeah, we're on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, TuneIn, all those favorites. And you want to be sure to visit our website at freightbrokertv.com. We have a continuous broadcast going on there. The continuous broadcast is going to be, it's got all the YouTube videos in it. Plus, it's got a few extra things in there, too. Some entertainment TV. And we got ProTrans Live, episodes from ProTrans Live that usually are exclusive to Tautoa clients only, ProTrans Live. But we have some episodes in there, and you only see them in the continuous broadcast. Now, let's get to the matter at hand. As a freight broker, you are a salesperson. Yes, you're a professional freight broker. Yes, you are not selling a product, so to speak, but you are selling a service. You're selling the shipper on the idea of using you as one of their brokers to help them get trucks, and you're selling loads to trucking companies. So we got to work like a salesperson. If you don't have any experience of working as a salesperson, if you've never been a salesperson, there are tons of books, of videos, of everything you could think of out there to be a successful salesperson. It's pretty simple. I used to really admire, or I used to recommend to people, if you go out there and find some telemarketing books. Back years ago, my dad's family is from Detroit, and I went up there for a summer, and I met a guy up there, and what he did, he operated normally what's called a boiler room, or was at that time, a telemarketing house is what it was. Now, I've been in sales for a long time, but as far as telemarketing, no, never got the hang of it. But I was in that room with all those telemarketers, and I'd watch these guys work, and girls, these people work, and they were great at what they did. I mean, this 30 years ago, they pick up the phone, they call somebody, and, a couple of minutes later, they've collected $1,000 from them or whatever. I was really impressed. Now, I've never been much of a telemarketer. I've always been more of a one-on-one type salesperson, face-to-face, body language and things like that. But and as a freight broker, no, you're on the telephone all the time. You're not really face-to-face, so to speak, but you're still using techniques that a salesperson uses. Now, what I used to recommend to people, and this is what I was getting at a moment ago, is find books, find videos, find everything you can about becoming a good telemarketer. Not that you should be doing everything they do, okay? But you're looking for techniques that you could implement that would make your sales calls go better for you. You could be able to close more sales. Now, something I always bring up to people. The number one salesperson, well, let's back up here a little bit. The number one response any salesperson in any sales organization anywhere on this planet, the number one response they will get when they're making a sales call is no. No is the number one response. It's automatic. It's easy. Get the idea? It's easy. You're going to get no's. Accept that, but don't let that be a roadblock. Get over it. Go past it. Don't even worry about the no's. You shouldn't be worried about the no's. You're worried about the yeses. You're looking for people that want to say yes to the services you're providing. You're brokering service. So get past the no. Now, here's the other thing. Generally, the number one salesperson, the most successful salespeople in any sales organization, they are the ones that get the most no's. Think about that. They're getting no's, the most no's, because they're making the most calls. I've had clients that make 20, 30 calls a week, and they're wondering why they're not having any luck, having any success. No, you got to make hundreds of calls a day. When you first start brokering, you've really got to focus on building that customer base, because what you're going to get from that customer base is going to be a quantity of customers, a quantity of loads. So you have loads to work, and you start learning your different freight, your different shippers, the different rates, what loads the trucking companies are interested in, what loads they're kind of not touching. You're going to learn that information from working with the different loads, and you got to have a quantity of loads to be able to do that. The thing is, whenever you get a new customer, more times than not, you're not going to have any idea of what kind of freight volume that customer is going to have until you start working with that customer. And the only way to start working with them is making the sales call, getting set up, and seeing what kind of loads they have available. You're going to have some customers have a couple of loads a month. Okay, obviously that's not going to do anything for you. Me personally, I'm looking for those customers that have hundreds of loads a week, if possible. I want to have a huge daily load count. Daily load count, number of loads you have available to you on any given day from the sum of your customers. Now, what I'm getting at, if you've got 10 customers, they each have 10 loads, then you've got 100 loads available to you that day. I want a lot of loads. When I was brokering full time, I would post 400 to 600 loads a day. I wasn't moving 400 to 600, but I had that many loads I could post. Okay. I had my budget loads too. The loads I knew I was going to make my budget money on. But these other loads I posted because I kept on prospecting, kept on looking for new customers, kept on posting loads because I was wanting to find more loads that I could add to my budget loads, the loads I can make the most money on. Okay, I'm hoping that makes sense for you. I want to remind you, we do have the Freight Broker FBTV coffee mug. Find that on our freightbrokertv.com website. It is available. It's 11 ounces, your choice. This is the black mug, writing on both sides. If I don't smell like coffee, I've got coffee in it, and it's hot. But it's left-handed or right-handed. What do you call that when you use both hands? I don't remember. But anyway, you get the idea. You find that. We have a white one as well. freightbrokertv.com. We have pictures of it. Check it out. Talk to you soon.